Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, hope you're well. We're going to be looking at the big three here today, as we are in a fairly similar scenario to where we were yesterday, but a little bit of a change, so we'll update on that. Completed the additional crypto course content, so we added 2.5 hours, which brings the total up to 8.5 hours. So added 40% more content, leaving the price the same for now. And for those of you that have already bought the course, it just is updated in the same way that you accessed it originally. Go back and access it the same way, and the additional content will be there. And now we can focus on continuing to roll out the new crypto alerts website that's going to be coming, with some additional features there as well, and we're looking to have that sometime in April as well. So let's get into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin still in a no trade zone for the bulls on the daily time frame, although there is a trade setting up, and it would just be a short-term flip kind of trade. I doubt I'll even take it personally, but I'm watching the low, the daily higher low that's the must hold to remain in the equilibrium pattern. That's down at 6,519, and here we are approaching that level, about $120 above it currently. But the reason that I like it for a potential bottom fishing play is due to the hourly RSI. The hourly RSI at this point is down at 25. At the low of this candlestick, it was even lower. And if we were to drop to that daily support level without any kind of hourly bounce from this point, then that hourly RSI is going to be down at 20, which is historically a bounce level. So looking for a short-term oversold bounce before we break that daily support. But again, not looking for many significant gains at all, just a little short-term flip. Resistance right now is the top of the initial bounce attempt, which ended up just being a bear flag. You can see a very weak bounce attempt, bear flag with continuation, but that clear resistance is 6,787 at this point. 4-hour time frame, just to get a little different perspective, you can see 4 red candlesticks in a row coming down to support. And again, the odds are more favorable that we hold this support on the initial test tonight than it would be to break it. As far as tomorrow goes, it's all bets are off. And the thumbnail of this video is the bulls' backs are against the wall, because obviously the momentum and everything is favoring the bears at this point. So if we do see a short-term bounce over the next couple of hours and cool that RSI off, then we could absolutely see another leg down and break that support. But again, just where we stand right now, the odds, in my opinion, favor holding that support tonight, but the odds favor breaking it, sometime in the next couple of days. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, we said Wednesday was likely to be the day we get the break. Where we currently stand, it could absolutely be tomorrow as well. So that's where we stand on Bitcoin. Again, just short-term bounce opportunities. And I actually did play the first oversold bounce attempt and exited. I just scaled in, and my last order was 6,711. So scaled in 3 positions, had an average in the 6,730s, and I exited very quickly on this bounce for a very small gain, some taco worth of profit. And just wanted to be protective and was just looking for, to start the week off with a couple $100 or so in profit. And definitely wanted to remain all cash to be protective. So that's where we stand on Bitcoin. Litecoin, very similar, as the correlations between the two are extremely strong. We've got support down here at 112.10, and we're coming up to that level at 113.01. So less than $1 from that support at this point, right about $1. And the hourly RSI is not as oversold. So if Bitcoin's hourly RSI were at this level, I would say absolutely we can break this support level tonight, and we need to be very cautious. But Litecoin does not have the same RSI, but it's going to do exactly what Bitcoin does. Not exactly, but certainly very similar. Same pattern with a weak bounce attempt, a bear flag, continuation down. The 4-hour RSI has been, or the 4-hour pullback, inside bar, bear break occurred at 120.20. Again, the bears have all the opportunity. And we're seeing that very clearly. Inside bar is breaking bearish, getting a lot more follow through than inside bar is breaking bullish. So at this point, if I were a bear looking for a position, I would want to see a short-term bounce, cool off these hourly and oversold RSI levels, and then make a bearish entry on the daily equilibrium break. Because if we do break this equilibrium bearish on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, we're going to be looking at, a very easy 5% pullback from that point. And the support will be 5,873 after that. And at this point, that is about a 10% drop before we get to that level if we break to the lower low. So that's all worth noting. We've had a lot of members with successful bear trades over the last couple of months, and they're continuing to do so. And we have a whole lot of other members expanding their horizons and practicing with options and looking into stocks. Again, what I said in the live stream yesterday, we are going to see opportunities in Canadian MJ before the end of this year, and then significant opportunity in US MJ sometime in the next 5 years. That's one we have to be more patient for. But again, my longer term goal is just continually accruing capital to be ready for the US MJ boom that is inevitably coming as soon as we get law changes, which again, there's no going back from the road that we're on. It's just a matter of how long. So checking Ethereum. Ethereum's got a bit of a different setup, and it's because we broke the daily lower high pattern. And again, very important to note that if Bitcoin does not break the pattern, that we cannot put as much weight into the break. So Ethereum got a bull break, and it turned out to be a complete fake out and turnaround. But if you look at Bitcoin, there was no fake out. It just stayed in its regular pattern. So the correlation is certainly hurting here. Trading stocks today was the same thing with SPY as the benchmark, the S&P 500. I was watching Facebook, which made a clear bear break of support. But because SPY started the day bullish, we didn't get much follow through to the downside for Facebook bearish. So again, I will always, in the world of crypto and the world of stocks, I will want to trade the stronger names bullish when the market benchmark, either Bitcoin or the S&P 500, when it's bullish, I want to trade stronger names bullish. When it's bearish, I want to trade weaker names bearish. And that is definitely what is having bears with a lot of success with Bitcoin weakness, trading all other names that are correlated to Bitcoin bearish as well. So one thing to note is we're not close to breaking daily support. So that is one benefit that the Ethereum bulls have enjoyed by this break. So in terms of breaking support, we're looking all the way down at 363.33, and we're currently about 6% above that level. So where we stand on this daily chart, if Bitcoin does break bearish, it's going to be a while before Ethereum breaks its support and follows as well. And looking at ETH BTC, again, whenever I'm comparing individual names to our benchmark of Bitcoin and saying who's more bullish, who's more bearish, I look at the charts and I line them up visually. And then if I need some more information, I look at the ETH BTC or the pairing chart. And I can see that the daily chart oversold bounce is very clearly underway. We had support being established at 5.4 and 5.365. We built a base of support down here. We broke the lower highs and increase in bull volume seeing this move. That being said, this is just telling us right now that Ethereum is less weak than Bitcoin. It's not telling us Ethereum is strong. It's just saying Ethereum is less weak than Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin's going down, Ethereum is going down less. And that's why this chart is breaking bullish. So again, we have to be very clear that just because this chart is bullish doesn't mean Ethereum is bullish as well. It just means less bearish. So we're watching to see how much of a bounce we can get on this chart. Again, we knew a weekly higher low was coming. We've looked at this chart over the past month and said, all right, we made a bull break very strong on the weekly, and this consolidation on low volume is definitely healthy enough to form a higher low. Well, now we're seeing the bounce try and get some follow through, and we'll be watching for an equilibrium pattern, but the bulls need a lot more follow through for us to be looking for that. I want to see the price at least around the mid sevens in order to be looking back up towards that range. So bulls definitely have a long way to go because this weekly chart right now is absolutely a potential bear flag. We could just see a daily bounce to cool off the RSI and then continuation down to lower lows. So we have to keep that in mind as well. So overall, bears in full control, not anticipating a bear break tonight. It's certainly possible, but just with the current setup, I would expect maybe tomorrow morning to be the first time we get the bear break. We will see stops trigger. Bulls exit their positions and bears enter positions on breaks of these daily support levels. And one thing that will be notable, and one thing that is often can be construed as a bullish signal, is when you break a key support level, if you don't get much follow through to the downside and the bulls quickly buy that dip, that can be taken as a bit of a bullish signal. So if we were to break these daily equilibrium patterns bearish and not see follow through, that would be notable, and we would be watching for any signs. That would heighten my attention to be looking for signs of the bulls potentially giving a fake out turnaround on that bear break. So I appreciate you watching. Again, it's just a game of patience. If you are bullish, you're just patiently waiting. I keep saying this, but in 2018, we are going to see opportunity again to profit. And whether that's, a 100% opportunity or a 200% opportunity, I can't say, but I am very confident that we will have another opportunity this year for a 100% gain. And if you have been trading, short term and protecting capital and ideally accruing capital if you've been playing bearish, but having that opportunity, that all we need, if we get an opportunity for 100% once a year, you're going to have a very successful trading career. Because again, in the stock world, this does not happen. You don't get 100% opportunities once a year. So that's something I'm keeping an eye out for, and I'm going to patiently wait. Whether the bounce is from 6,000 or 2,000, I could not say. But what I can say confidently is the bulls will have solid opportunity again this year, just a matter of when. Appreciate you watching. Continue to always do good things. Didn't think of a good thing to be doing today. Been busy wrapping up that course. Let's see. Do good things. I got one. So my minor do good things for today. Bought a bunch of tickets to a Modest Mouse show that I'm not going to be able to go to. So I'm going to give away 6 tickets to friends to go to that show, because I got to go down to Florida to see Yanni. If you don't know who Yanni is, Yanni changed my life. Check out Yanni. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.